All right, everybody, community development's going to start in just a minute. All right, the time is now 6:17 on June 2nd, and the Community Development Committee meeting is called to order. May I have a roll call, please?
Chairman Hayes,
Present.
Alderman Felix,
Present.
Alderman Martinez,
Present.
Alderman Donenworth, Alderman Florian.
Present.
Thank you very much. Can I have a motion and a second for approval of the meeting minutes from the April 7th, 2025 Community Development Committee meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Motion passes. Agenda item 1D, can I get a motion and a second for minutes of the April 21st, 2025 special meeting?
So move.
Second.
First from Alderman Martinez, second from Alderwoman Florian. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Audience time. Does any members of the audience wish to address the committee about anything that is on the Community Development Committee meeting tonight? If you don't mind, state your name for the record.
Good evening, Community Council. My name is Rayon Edwards. As I look a lot about these agendas, it's going to tie into what I'm going to say at public comment. I need to see something different from a lot of you aldermen. Our community do not understand a lot of things that go on these agendas, and we are passing things and we are paying for things, and ain't nobody explaining nothing to us. Nothing. And thank God that I know how to come here and understand a lot of this stuff. And I get it, we post the agenda on Friday, but I'm not seeing town halls nowhere. Nowhere. And I'm asking y'all to do a little bit better. Because in a year and a half, a lot of y'all gonna be beating our doors down. We gonna be getting 1 million mail-ins because y'all gonna need us, the people, to come out and go to these polls to keep y'all seated in these seats. That seems to be the only time we are hearing anything from you politicians. And tonight I'm fired up, and tonight I'm frustrated. Because I'm steady walking through my community and I'm not seeing nothing different. I'm not seeing anything to be proud of. When I go in other communities and I go downtown, Waukegan, downtown and them other communities like Highland Park and Lake Forest, and I've been to their meetings. I had an opportunity to talk to some of them mayors last week. And I asked them a question, how are they doing it and surviving without 1 million liquor stores and 1 million liquor licenses? And they said to me, it's easy. So tonight, what I'm saying to you guys, I'm talking about everything on the agenda. You guys are getting a stipend of the taxpayer dollars. You owe us something, and it's more than 2 meetings a month sitting up here saying yes and grandstanding in front of the people to make us think that you're doing a good job. When we could sit in this audience and know some of y'all don't even read stuff. Some of the questions you ask is disgusting. Even my 10-year-old nephew now watches the meetings. And he asks, why are they asking that? Shouldn't they know that? be prepared to be sick of me because I will be seeing y'all at every meeting, committee meetings and all, because I'm tired, and so are the people of the city of Waukegan. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards. Anyone else would like to address the committee? All right, there being no old business, moving on to agenda item number 4, new business. Agenda item 4A. Can I get a first and a second?
So moved.
Second.
First from Alderman Martinez, the second from Alderwoman Florian. Agenda item 4A is an ordinance approving the vacation of the portion of the right-of-way adjacent to the north property line of 1206 Yeoman Street, south of Glen Flora Avenue, zoning calendar number V-1-25, with compensation to the city in the amount is left blank. I have something to add on this and a number to offer. This is in Alderwoman Newsom's ward. I had a chance to talk to Alderwoman Newsom. She did some digging on this, and a property adjacent to this was valued at about the same amount. It's like roughly $2,000 for the vacation, and the city council accepted $850 for that vacation approximately. So Alderwoman Newsom has asked that I move to either amend or insert the $850 here, which I'm fine with. It's what we've done in the past. It seems pretty consistent. But if anybody has anything they want to offer, let me know. Alderwoman Florian.
Well, in light of Mr. Edwards' comments, I think maybe we should explain a little bit more about what this is. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Or?
I think Noel's probably best situated to do it, if that's okay.
Certainly. Excuse me. This item was heard by the Planning and Zoning Commission, and the applicant, Ms. Dorsey, is here this evening, so if you have any questions for her, she is available. This is a city right-of-way. It was platted for an alley, but the alley was never put in, and the driveway and garage for Ms. Dorsey's home have been on this right-of-way for at least 40-ish years, maybe longer. So she did not know it wasn't her property. We didn't know that there was an issue until it came to our attention through a permit for a gate. So in trying to solve it, the path that we have to transfer a piece of right-of-way that the city owns is through the vacation process, where the right-of-way piece becomes an actual parcel of land through that process and then is transferable.
And that alley, the plan for the alley was back in the 80s, right? It was a really quite a long time ago.
I believe it was probably well before that. It was probably the 1880s that it was
wow.
platted.
Okay. Well,
And there was never an alley
That's what I
going
meant,
through that.
the
Yes,
1880s.
right.
Yeah.
There was never an alley going through there. There isn't a connecting alley on the other side of the block.
Okay. Are there any other questions to this? Do I need to amend since there wasn't a number put in there, or do we just vote on it as written with $850 in the placeholder?
Since there already was a motion and a second, I would amend it to include the 850.
Okay. All right. So we'll do a roll call on the amendment to add $850 in for the cost of the vacation.
We need a first and a second for that?
Can I get a first and a second on the amendment?
I'll first.
Second.
Okay. First from Alderwoman Florian, a second from Alderman Felix. Roll call, please.
Alderman Martinez,
Aye.
Alderman Florian,
Aye.
Alderman Felix,
Aye.
Chairman Hayes.
Aye. Motion passes, or amendment passes. So now we have to vote on it as written. Okay. I'm going to, can I get a first and a second to adopt the amendment or to vote on it with the amendment?
First?
First from Alderman Martinez,
Second.
second from Alderman Felix. I'll now read it with the amended price. Agenda item 4A is an ordinance approving the vacation of the portion of the right-of-way adjacent to the north property line of 1206 Yeoman Street, south of Glen Flora Avenue, zoning calendar number V-1-25, with compensation to the city in the amount of $850. Roll call, please.
Alderman Martinez,
Aye.
Alderman Florian,
Aye.
Alderman Felix,
Aye.
Chairman Hayes.
Aye, motion passes. Agenda item 4B, can I get a first and a second?
First?
Second.
First from Alderman Martinez, I believe, a second from Alderwoman Florian. Agenda item 4B is an ordinance approving a variance related to the garage setbacks at 4386 West Forest Avenue, zoning calendar number 2783. Are there any questions? Go ahead.
I was at the planning and zoning meeting where this was discussed. This item B and C are connected. The gentleman wants to build 2 houses because of the UDO. There's supposed to be a setback between the house and the garage, correct? Between the front line of the house and the garage?
Right, the garage should be set back further than these plans show, yes.
And so in order for him to be able to build these 2 houses, we have to give him a little bit of, I think it's not very much though, is it like a foot or
Approximately 4 feet.
4 feet? So in order for these 2 homes to be built, we have to approve these variances.
He's actually building 4 homes, but the variance only applies to 2 homes, if I'm not mistaken. So some new construction is welcomed in the city. I'll just have a comment that there was somebody who filed a written objection. It's my understanding that planning and zoning has talked to those neighbors, explained the setback rules, explained how this variance applies. I don't know if they changed their tune on the objection, but planning and zoning did a good job of explaining to them everything that was going on. So with that said, are there any other questions? All right, can we get a roll call, please, on agenda item 4B?
Alderman Martinez?
Aye.
Alderman Florian?
Aye.
Alderman Felix?
Aye.
Chairman Hayes?
Aye, motion passes. Agenda item 4C is related. Can I get a first and a second?
So moved.
Second.
First from Alderman Martinez, a second from Alderman Felix. Agenda item 4C is an ordinance approving a variance related to garage setbacks at 4390 West Forest Avenue, zoning calendar number 2784. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Martinez?
Aye.
Alderman Florian?
Aye.
Alderman Felix?
Aye.
Chairman Hayes?
Aye, motion passes. Agenda item 4D, can I get a first and a second?
First.
Second.
First from Alderman Felix, a second from Alderman Martinez. Thank you. Agenda item 4D is a resolution approving a building permit reduction and construction license agreement, a construction license intergovernmental agreement with the College of Lake County for the urban farm facility. Are there any questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Martinez?
Aye.
Alderman Florian?
Aye.
Alderman Felix?
Aye.
Chairman Hayes?
Aye, motion passes. Agenda item 4E. Can I get a first and a second? In fact, maybe before we do this, since we don't have to go through the process of amending it like we did a few minutes ago, the director made me aware that the EPA has reached out and said that they're going to need another 60-day extension to approve the plans. We did not have that built into this schedule. I think we just had one 60-day extension built in. So rather than having to come back before City Council and ask for yet another extension, this is due to the kind of a logjam at the EPA, so to speak. We thought we might just try to extend this out maybe till the end of March. So we can just amend it on the floor and vote on it as amended, if that's okay. So I'll read it with a March 31st date unless anybody has any objections. No? All right. With that said, can I get a first and a second for agenda item 4E as amended?
So moved.
Second.
First from Alderwoman Florian, a second from Alderman Martinez. Thank you. Agenda item 4E is a resolution approving an amendment to the repurchase agreement between the City of Waukegan and Amsky and Associates LLC regarding the property at 801 Market Street until March 31st, 2026. Roll call, please.
Alderman Martinez?
Aye.
Alderman Florian?
Aye.
Alderman Felix?
Aye.
Chairman Hayes?
Aye. Motion passes. There being no reports and communications, can I get a motion to adjourn?
First.
Second.
First from Alderman Martinez, a second from Alderwoman Florian. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, any opposed? We are adjourned at 6:30. Thank you, everybody.